Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about friendship and why friendship is important. I know it's a running channel and I am going to tie it into running, but I'll tell you, it brings to memory a few years ago when my adult boys, my two youngest boys, AJ and Joey, were in middle school. They were both trying out for the football team. And on this particular day, I was there a little early to pick them up. At the end of practice, the coach has them run laps. And my older of the two younger boys, AJ, was a very fast runner. He actually at that time was running about a 5:11 mile. And my youngest son, Joey, was running about, I don't know, an 8-minute mile. So while AJ was the fastest kid on the team at the time, Joey was the slowest kid on the team at the time. And so I remember watching them run their laps, and then AJ crossed the finish line. And when he did, he turned around, ran past everybody, and went back to where Joey was and proceeded to run Joey in. Well, when AJ did that, so did the rest of the team. And they went back and they ran Joey in across the finish line. As a mom, that touched my heart to realize that AJ cared so much about his little brother that he was willing to go back there and be his friend and his encouragement to help him get across the finish line, to help him get there so that he could make the football team. But to watch the other kids follow AJ and to cheer and encourage and go back there and run Joey across the finish line. It was a beautiful sight. It was a testament to what a great coach they had. It was a testament to what a great friendship they had. And it was a beautiful thing for a mom to watch. Do you know, so many times in our life, it's those friends that we have that help us finish when sometimes we don't even think we can move anymore. Good morning. This is Amy from Amy on the Run. Today's topic is obviously about friendship. Normally right now I'll tell you about what race I'm going to be running this weekend, but I can't find one. So if y'all know about a race that I can run this weekend, leave me a message, private message me, give me a call. I look forward to hearing from you because I really want to run this weekend. You know, Buddha once said, good friends are the whole of a spiritual life. True companions help you endure, uplift, and grow, not just on the trail, but through every transformation. Running is rarely just a physical pursuit. It's emotional, it's spiritual, and sometimes it's powered by the friends who believe in you when you're running on empty. Research proves it. Adult friendships shape your self-control, your mental health, even your financial habits. They lift you up, stretch your potential, and sometimes they help you run again. I believe friendships matter more than we think. Have you ever noticed how making and keeping friends as an adult feels like trying to schedule a group dinner that never happens or herding a group of cats? I know, I feel the same way. In a world of texts and endless scrolling, face-to-face friendships are starting to feel rare. But the science says we shouldn't let them slip away, and here's why. Reason 1, willpower by association. When you're low on self-control, hanging out with friends who are disciplined can rub off. That gym session you almost skipped, that mile you almost didn't run, your friend might just be the reason you go or the reason you finish, just like with Joey and AJ. Reason 2, loneliness makes you spend recklessly. That's right, spend your dollars. As it turns out, feeling isolated leads some people to take bigger financial risks, spend more money. If you've ever gone through a breakup, business setback, be mindful. Emotions can sneak up and attack your wallet. For sure. Reason 3, social media overload equals anxiety overdrive. More followers equals more stress. Research says we worry more about how we look online the larger our social circles get. Sometimes fewer digital connections mean a clearer mind. Reason 4, Real friends might help you live longer. That's right, longevity of life. One study found people with strong friendships outlived others by 22%. That brunch date might just be adding years to your life, but pressure. Reason 5, your friends influence your choices. For better or for worse, friends can help us resist that temptation. You know what they say about support groups. We've all joined them. But they also give a good indulgence. They also love to give good indulgence. So yeah, that double chocolate cake was a mutual decision. That donut shop, that extra coffee with extra cream and sugar. That's why carefully choosing your friends is also important. It turns out my mom was right. I hate saying that, but she was right. Choose your friends wisely because you will be who your friends are in 5 years. Makes you stop and think about it, doesn't it? Friendships evolve just like we do. Maybe now's the time to catch up with your friend on a higher to-do list. It's good for your heart, good for your mind, and apparently good for your wallet too. So maybe friendship is your fuel and sometimes your miracle. When you surround yourself with people who believe in you, suddenly the miles don't feel so impossible. So now ask yourself, who's helping you run your race? And who needs you to help them run theirs? Running has taught me a lot about endurance, about grit, but most of all about the power of others in your journey. Because sometimes the strength to keep going doesn't come from within. It comes from the people running beside you. Or, in the case of Luke 5, the friends carrying you when you can't move at all. I think about that paralyzed man in Luke 5 whose friends cut a hole in the roof just to get him to Jesus. That was no easy task, but it was their faith, not his, that triggered his healing. Jesus looked at their courage and said to the paralyzed man, "Your sins are forgiven. Get up, take your mat, and go home." It's like life and running. Some miles are too hard to do alone. Some seasons feel paralyzing, but the right friends will tear through roofs, push through walls, and run beside you until you're strong enough to move again. So whether it's a spiritual healing or emotional resilience or just finishing the next mile, the people in your life, they matter more than you think. Jesus didn't just heal the paralyzed man physically. He forgave his sins, and he did it because of faith, the faith of his friends. That's the kind of friendship that changes lives. Friends do matter. That's the kind that lifts you up when you can't stand on your own. Friends matter. The kind that believes for you when your hope runs dry. So yes, adult friendships might take effort, but they are worth it. Sometimes growth and healing come through the people who refuse to let you stay stuck. So now tell me, when's your next run? Who are you running with? This is Amy from Amy on the Run. Let's go run together.